Well, today marks the 45th day of the partial government shutdown. Yesterday, it surpassed the previous record, so now it's the longest in U.S. history. It was thought that the Senate may make a procedural move to push the House funding bill forward via a voice vote, but that, like all the other attempts to end the standoff, went nowhere this morning. The argument centered on funding ICE TSA agents, and they've been working without pay for a month and a half. Congressional members unable to reach an agreement, skipping town for the 2-week spring recess, leaving the situation at our airports in chaos. About 500 TSA agents have quit. More than 3,500 have called out, resulting in hours-long security lines and missed flights. Last week, in a move cheered by many passengers and airport workers, Delta suspended all specialty congressional flight perks, including airport escort service. In his first interview since Delta paused congressional perks, Liz Claman spoke exclusively with Delta CEO Ed Bastian about that and a lot more.
The stalemate between Congress members continues. DHS and TSA are not funded. It's unbelievable this is continuing to go on. What, as the leader of a major airline, is going through your mind right now?
We are beyond frustrated at the lack of leadership that's coming out of Congress. Thank God the President enacted an emergency order to ensure the TSA workers are paid. Hopefully in the next day or so they will start to receive that back pay that they so rightfully deserve. I appreciate the work that they have done. I appreciate the patience of our customers that have to go through this ordeal, but it's a travesty.
Well, senators actually adjourned until Thursday. Nothing happened today. So this obviously is stretching on. You were the first airline to eliminate, at least temporarily, the perks that Congress gets from Delta, these escorts to the gate, all this other stuff. What brought you to that decision, which, by the way, is getting very hard marks from a lot of people?
Well, given the lack of leadership that we've seen coming from our elected officials, the fact that we would continue to extend courtesy opportunities for them to bypass the mess that they've created, we want to make sure they understand what they're and stand in line just like everybody else.
Yeah, like the rest of us peons out there, travelers who have to deal with that. In fact,
I would say one other thing though, Liz.
Yeah.
Since the emergency order was implemented, we have seen the agents starting to come back to work. We've seen the lines are starting to dissipate. Over this past weekend, it wasn't nearly as bad as the prior couple of weekends, and hopefully this thing is getting settled down pretty soon.
We are hearing from our producer at Atlanta's airport in Hartsfield that some have seen the paychecks come through their banks, so that's certainly helpful. Some of them are a few short, several hours, so things have to be worked out.
Absolutely.
But let me just get back to the branding experts who say, in fact, Scott Galloway of NYU called it what you did, brilliant and great brand-enhancing move by Delta. Have you heard from any congressional members complaining that, where's my escort?
We let their offices know ahead of time, and I think they understand why we had to do what we did.
How long will the pause continue for those perks?
At a minimum, until everything is back and running normally, the workers are paid, and at that point we'll decide whether we continue it.
Not only are you dealing with that, but there's the war right now, and jet fuel prices have doubled. This is unbelievable. Already, European airlines are saying that they may run out of fuel in the next couple of weeks. There may be an unbelievable supply crunch. That is not happening here yet, correct?
Yeah, we have sufficient supply in our country, and we're not anticipating those type of shortages. In Europe, I would anticipate if this continues over the next several weeks, you'll start to see not wholesale reductions in flying, but you'll see some reductions that some airlines will be forced to take.
Well, United says they're cutting about 5% of their flights just to conserve all of this. What about you guys?
We're looking at those flights, and we are, certainly in the spring, getting ahead of this and reducing those flights, the red eyes and some of the flights that probably don't have the same level of revenue capability attached to them, and trying to conserve fuel and trying to conserve staffing too.
Delta has its own refinery. I don't think a lot of people know that, but your predecessor, Richard Anderson, back in 2012, bought an aging refinery in Pennsylvania to deal with this precise possibility.
Yeah.
Does that insulate you entirely from the issue?
It doesn't isolate us entirely. What it does is it absorbs a good bit of the hit in terms of the jet crack, the refined cost of the product, and we anticipate that there will be substantial benefits coming. We have a hard time in our industry hedging fuel.
Right.
We're not very good as an industry. The only way that Richard and I figured we could effectively hedge is by actually going into physical production, and is not just for this crisis. This has served us well over the last 12, 13 years.
But it's cost a lot to Delta. Last I heard, $400 million in extra jet fuel fees just for the month of March.
Just for March.
So have you modeled for an extension of this war?
Yeah, we're looking at it, and we don't have a crystal ball that's any better than anyone else's, but we anticipate it's going to stay higher for longer over these next number of months. Fortunately, the demand on the consumer side has been pretty strong
For your travel?
for our travelers across all demographics of travel. We'll see the TSA crunch has started to limit some of the business travel. If you're a business traveler and you're saying I got to stand in line for 3 hours for a 1 hour flight, I'm not going to go do that. So we've seen a bit of a slowdown on business travel, but hopefully if those lines get back to normal over the next week, the business travelers will continue to stay strong because the economy fundamentally is doing well in the U.S. And by the way, it's doing well in many other parts of the world as well.
And your balance sheet actually is pretty strong to endure this. You don't foresee any layoffs?
No, not at all. This is an opportunity for us to continue to strengthen the brand, and when you see reductions in flying, will probably come from those business models that are having a hard time earning their cost of capital. At Delta, we confirmed several weeks ago that we still, with everything we've talked about, anticipate to come in within the original guidance range for the quarter.
Air traffic controller situation, which got really bad back in July. There was a SkyWest jet that almost hit a B-52 bomber, flew too close to it. That was operating for Delta. Just last week, we saw what happened in, LaGuardia, 2 pilots killed for Air Canada. As we finish, what do you see the problems that need immediate attention?
Well, we've been very vocal about this. We need staffing. We continue to be invested in. We need the air traffic control modernization efforts continue to be funded by Congress. Secretary Duffy and Administrator Bedford are doing a very good job with the initial tranche of funding, but this is going to be a long process, and we need to stay the course and continue to get the support to the air traffic control system that's needed. Our air traffic controllers have a tremendous amount of burden on them. Yeah. It is safe. It's incredibly unfortunate what happened at LaGuardia last week, but at the same time, we understand that safety can never be compromised, and whenever anyone at Delta, the air traffic control system, see a wince of a problem, things stop and they slow down and they pause. That's the way to manage safety. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to catch those problems sooner, and we can actually modernize and drive more efficiency through the system as well.
I don't envy you, Ed. You got a lot on your plate.
Well, it's an important initiative, and it's great to see the industry coalescing around this topic.
Great to have you. Thank you so much.
Good to be with you.
Really appreciate it.